Hello everybody, welcome to theCUBE. A lot going on. Here's our lineup. Which high-tech executive skipped Obama's cybersecurity summit? Will Israeli startup Applause conquer the app testing market? How would it feel to be walking 10 hours in Paris as a Jew? Which high-tech giant is bringing this legendary toy back? Are you ready for some real girl power? We have a lot, let's go! US President Barack Obama presided over the White House summit on cybersecurity and consumer protection. At the center of the summit stood an executive order which concentrates on private companies working together with government agencies to fight off cyber threats. But except Apple CEO Tim Cook, all other top tech executives were absent. Among the non-attendees were Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, Google CEO Larry Page, and Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer. None of the missing CEOs has given out any official reasons for why they didn't show up at the cybersecurity summit, but it is being speculated that their absence was a subtle form of protest over Obama's treatment on the NSA spying scandal. So here's a little bit of what they all missed out.
It's one of the great paradoxes of our time, that the very technologies that empower us to do great good can also be used to undermine us and inflict great harm. The same information technologies that help make our military the most advanced in the world are targeted by hackers from China and Russia who go after our defense contractors and systems that are built for our troops. The same social media we use in government to advocate for democracy and human rights around the world can also be used by terrorists to spread hateful ideologies. So these cyber threats are a challenge to our national security. Much of our critical infrastructure, our financial systems, our power grid, health systems, run on networks connected to the internet, which is hugely empowering, but also dangerous.
Yes, okay. Now that Apple finally revealed their Apple Watch, we need, a new product that will be rumored to be the company's next big thing that we can all, obsess about. So luckily we just got exactly that, the Apple Car. Several hundred employees are said to be secretly working on an Apple branded electric car, one that CEO Tim Cook greenlit almost a year ago, according to the Wall Street Journal. While unconfirmed, the ambitious Apple Car project is said to have taken on the codename Titan, that's a cool name, and been set up to act a competitor to electric cars from Elon Musk's Tesla Motors. Apple has already entered the automobile world with its Apple CarPlay system. That's what you just saw on your screens right now. Our prediction, whatever the resulting car will look like, it will probably have, really cool headphones. And now, when some of the biggest companies in the world need to test their new apps, they turn to the help of one small but super powerful Israeli company. The company is called Applause, and it is on its way to lead the very competitive market of app testing and quality control. They rely on more than 140,000 crowdsourced testers and bug seekers to root out imperfections of any app on any device. Applause has already worked with the biggest sharks in the tech pool, such as Google, Microsoft, and Netflix. It has also recently launched a new analytics suite, letting customers test for glitches and monitor user feedback. And they claim it's only the beginning. So to hear about the beginning and about the future of this Israeli tech wonder, we turn to co-founder Roy Solomon with us here in the studio. Good evening.
Hey.
So let's start at the beginning. Applause, how did it start?
So we started about 7 years ago. I came from the QA space. In Israel, a lot of consumer companies, millions of users, and a lot of challenges taking software to the market, a lot of bugs out there. Today, software needs to work on different devices, different languages, different countries, cultures, a lot of variability that affects quality. Testing it only within the lab is taking a lot of risks because your app needs to work in the wild. So we took the concept of running betas or have friends and family test for you over the weekend, and basically came to market with crowdsourcing for quality by using our professional testers all around the world.
Okay, so we mentioned before it's a really competitive market because me as a consumer, I have no idea. I just get an app ad and it's working. Yeah. But how big is the competition? I mean, there are many startups like that.
So we are competing mostly against the traditional outsourcing companies that would like to test either within your lab or in India or China. But we believe in today's software DNA, it's not enough. You have to test it and make sure the quality is there in the target locations by using users or testers that look more or less like your users. So having this huge outreach available for you 24/7, almost like cloud computing, is a very powerful
and it's
tool.
Really huge. How many people you have that test and seek?
So as you said, we have almost 150,000 testers.
How does it get so big from one small company in Israel? How did you manage to do that?
So there is a lot of people with technical background, or even people without technical background, would like to get access to a lot of cool projects from companies like you mentioned, Google and Netflix and Microsoft and a lot of other big names, and they would like to get access to those software, work on their skill set of QA, and make a lot of money. So the fact that
it's like a geeky thrill, they love doing it? Or is it also good money?
It's both. It's
okay.
Definitely both. We also have a lot of gamification aspect to it. So all the community is being rated. You can see how you compare against your peer. You can see how you compare your skill set in various aspects of quality or various aspects of type of applications.
And you're always looking for new seekers? I mean, can someone just apply? I want to be a seeker.
Definitely. Everyone can join. There is a rigid process of training and certification where we need to make sure we're dealing with professionals. It doesn't have to be experienced testers. You can be
just
novice.
Have to have the touch of it. But when we said before that you work with big companies, Google, Microsoft, I was thinking, why do they need an external little company? Don't they have like divisions to do that?
They do. They invest millions of dollars every year to ensure quality. But as I mentioned, it's very hard to make sure your software works outside of your headquarters. Especially when you develop in mobile, when you develop wearables. You just mentioned Apple's car. Testing a car, the software within the car, you can't do it by sitting in a lab and mimic like you're going to drive from point A to point B. You have to have real life experience in the wild.
So I'm just want to imagine, like one simple app that I'm using, how many times was it tested? The average app.
Yeah, in today's DNA, where it's a very agile process, probably before you get a build in the App Store, it was tested by us between 5 and 8 times. Each build, each version like that is being tested by about 20 of our professional testers ongoingly. And we have customers that are getting more and more aggressive, testing a few times a day in order for them to go to market as quick as possible.
You mentioned the Apple Car just before. Do you have like a dream as a company to get the project of testing the Apple Car? Do you have like those sort of goals?
We'll be happy to.
You'll be happy. Okay.
To be part of it.
I'll tell Mr. Cook that you'll be happy. You recently bought a German company. Tell me a little bit about it, what the company does, why did you buy it?
So part of our expansion is going globally. We have an headquarters in the US, we have a big presence here in Israel, and we felt like the EU apps economy is getting bigger and bigger. We basically bought a small competitor, guys that we liked very much what they do and their level of execution. And today they are basically our headquarters in the EU out of Berlin.
So you have Germany now. You recently funded lots of money in the New York Stock Exchange IPO. So it's going global. That's the next step.
Yeah, definitely. We did not go IPO yet. It might be part of our plan.
It's rumored.
Yeah, we hope it will be a big milestone for us in the next 24 months. But definitely a big part of us raising a lot of money is trying to become the hub of quality as quick as we can.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Salomon. Applause.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. Documenting someone walking for 10 hours has become a sort of a meme ever since the super viral walking 10 hours in New York City as a woman took the world by storm. Now, months after that original stunt, we get to walk in the shoes of a Jewish man in Paris. Zvika Klein, a reporter for the Israeli news site Energy COIL, released on Sunday the footage from his walk last week around Paris and its suburbs. The results were a testament to the claim that anti-Semitism is widespread and casual in the French capital. Many anti-Semitic incidents occurred while Klein was walking in the suburbs of Sarcelles, which sport a large Muslim population, whereas his wandering through Paris's center was considerably calmer by comparison. Here is the very unsettling video.
rigole, il mange pas de chien, rigole le frère.
Okay, remember the ViewMaster? You know, that red or orange thing you would put cardboard discs into and watch amazing 3D images? Well, it's back with a tech vengeance. Google and Mattel are partnering to bring back the iconic and legendary toy, completely revamping it as a virtual reality headset. The red gizmo will return to stores this fall as a $30 frame, which fits around a smartphone. When the phone runs a ViewMaster app, users peer through the headset at their phone screen and see 3D images. But why talk? Let's play. Oh, my childhood. Yeah, Mattel says the new ViewMaster will be an easy-to-use and affordable platform that will enable users to take virtual field trips to famous places, explore nature, and experience an imaginative and interactive learning environment. Kids these days can make so much fun. Now it's supercut time, you guys, and this week we have a kick-ass supercut of kick-ass women who can kick some ass, as promised in the headline beneath me, Kick Girls Kick.
I can handle myself.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, not for violence, yay for women. Now, are you tired and bored from cooking shows? Well, it seems like the Australians have finally cracked the web cooking show format with the excellent catering show. Yummy.
I'm Kate McCartney.
And I'm Kate McLennan.
We're women.
Welcome to the Catering Show.
White wine goes well with white people, funerals, and it really brings out the rice taste in risotto. This is a Pinot Grigio and a Pinot Gris. One of them is made from younger grapes and it's fine for me to drink. The other one is made from more mature grapes that are picked later, so its wine is sweeter and it's full of fructose. If I drank it, it would vibe on my guts. But which is...
Yeah, okay, that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. Log on to our Twitter and our Tumblr. It's TheTube24. We'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day.